Welcome beautiful Paris Saint Germain family, and in today's video I will be discussing who the new two future signings or many future signings for Paris Saint Germain can be after obviously the confirmations of the Manuel Ugarte and Marco Ascencio signing. First of all, Marcus Thuram, 25 years of age, contract expires this summer, it's already over, with a 32 market value, and this is what the report says. Justin, the team that is trying to sign Marcus Thuram the most is Paris Saint Germain. After Marco Ascencio, Paris wants to replicate the same operation with Marcus Thuram. Both players are free at the end of the season, and obviously we've been linked with Marcus Thuram ever since I believe last summer, and especially in the January transfer window. But Borussia Mönchengladbach did not want to let him go in January, and I mean, they were risking losing him for free in this summer, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And it looks like Marcus Thuram will pick Paris Saint Germain ahead of any other club, and he will obviously be a free because he's a free agent. Second of all is his brother Kephran Thuram, age 22, contract expiring 2025 with a 32 million market value. And Kephran Thuram is a player that we've been linked with so much, especially last summer, but Nice put in a really high asking offer for him, and we did not go for him. But this is what the report says. Marcus and Kephran Thuram are both on Paris Saint-Germain's shortlist, reports Abdallah Bulma. But one important thing we also have to mention when it comes to Kephran and Marcus Thuram links is they are the same file. Why? Because their father, Lilian Thuram, is a huge Paris Saint-Germain fan and would obviously love to see both of his sons playing in the biggest and most successful club in France. And the price would be around 45 million to 50 million from OGC Nice to Paris Saint-Germain, because he only has 2 years remaining in his contract. So OGC Nice can't be asking for way too stupid amounts of money. And even though Kephran Thuram is linked with Liverpool, I believe Paris Saint-Germain will obviously have much more pull than Liverpool. Second of all, Victor Osimhen, age 24, contract expiring in 2025 with a market value of 100 million euros. And Victor Osimhen, again, a player we have been linked with for a very long time. We've always been keen on him. And the issue with Victor Osimhen is his price. But according to Di Marzio here, Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis will meet with Victor Osimhen's agent to discuss his future this week, which means that a possible departure from Napoli may happen. And the Napoli owner De Laurentiis knows Osimhen only has 2 years left on his contract, and this is the summer where you can get the most amount of money for him. That's why he's asking for stupid amounts like 150 million. So I believe Paris Saint-Germain can negotiate with Napoli 120 to 150 million, and maybe we can add an Abdou Diallo or not Fabian Ruiz. Obviously, he would not want to go back to Napoli, but someone player negotiate and take the price down. So I believe Victor Osimhen is a possibility for this summer transfer window. Next up is obviously Bernardo Silva, another player that we've been linked with for such a long time. Age 28, contract expiring in 2 seasons with a market value of 80 million euros. And this is where the report says PSG is still eyeing Bernardo Silva. Marco Asensio's arrival at Paris does not put an end to it. At least 2 other offensive signings are also expected. Justin, Paris Saint-Germain will be making an official offer to Manchester City for Bernardo Silva in the coming weeks. Luis Campos continued to negotiate with Jorge Mendes over the arrival of Bernardo Silva. A contract proposal has already been made, and Bernardo Silva will cost around 50 to 65 million. He wants to leave. City are okay with him leaving. He doesn't have that long of a contract, and it's a good price, but no negotiations will start with City or concrete negotiations with Bernardo Silva until the Champions League final has been played, and the city for Manchester City and the season for Manchester City is completely over. But very likely that we will see Bernardo Silva at Paris Saint-Germain. The only rival competition we have for this signing is Barcelona, but they are poor. They are poor. Next up, Lucas Hernandez, age 27, contract expiring in only 1 year with a market value of 50 million euros. And as we all know, Hernandez wants to join Paris Saint-Germain. Lucas Hernandez wants to leave Bayern Munich in the summer. He wants to join PSG. Bayern leaders have been informed about this decision, but then it came out just in Bayern Munich would demand 60 million plus add-ons for Lucas Hernandez. And I believe Paris Saint-Germain may potentially be able to negotiate a bit less, around the 50 million mark, but I don't know. I think there are better candidates like Tudibu, Inacio, Antonio Silva, and obviously Kim Min-jae. I would not put this amount of money for a player that's coming back from an ACL and only has 1 year left on his contract. But Lucas Hernandez is a big possibility because he obviously wants to join Paris Saint Germain. So let's see what happens. Next up, Xavi Simons. This is the last one. And this was a very surprising and shocking report that came out. Obviously, 20 years of age, contract expiring in 2027 with a 30 million market value. Obviously, Paris Saint Germain have a 12 million buyback clause if Xavi Simons agrees to join the club. And here it says, pending confirmation, Xavi Simons set to return to Paris. He misses the club and PSG are ready to trigger his buyback clause, reports Paris No Limit on Instagram. And obviously, this is not a great source. This is not a great source. Paris No Limit is exactly like PSG Hub and PSG Report, a page that reports news and from sources. So is this reliable? No. But is there some truth to this? I definitely believe so, because Paris No Limit is a big page. They would not want to spread fake news and so on. Xavi Simons misses the club. Paris Saint-Germain ready. This could be big, and obviously it would only be 12 million euros. So let's see what happens in the coming days when it comes to Xavi Simons back to Paris Saint-Germain. And that's been it. These are the 6 current names that are linked to Paris Saint-Germain. Marcus Thuram, Bernardo Silva, Kephran Thuram, Victor Osimhen, Xavi Simons, and Lucas Hernandez. One defender, pretty much what? 2 midfielders, 3 attackers. It's a lot of great starting quality. It's a lot of great depth. So let's see what happens in the transfer window for Paris Saint-Germain. Let me know in the comments down below, from these 6 players, name 3 players you would want to buy from these 3 names that are also a bit realistic. That's been it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the PSGINT YouTube channel, and as always, bye.